Pixel Gun 3D has been around for a very, very long time. I'm 21 years old, and I've been playing this game almost since the very beginning, all the way back since 2013. When you think about it, that actually means I have played this game for a third of my entire life, and that is absolutely insane when you think about it. That is dedication right there, if I've ever said anything. Now, this game is a relatively old game, and because of that, and because of the tons of updates it has gotten over the years, there have been a lot of things that have fallen under the radar, and newer players might not know about them. Even the most seasoned of veterans in Pixel Gun 3D who have played as long as I have don't know everything about the game. And I thought in today's video, it would be pretty cool to compile a list of 10 things you might not know about Pixel Gun 3D. Now, the purpose of this video is for you to not learn 10 entirely new things. I am sure there might be at least 1 or 2 things you already knew about, and if you did, that's okay. The purpose of this video is for you to learn at least a couple of new things, and if that actually happens, then I would say it was a successful video. I hope you do enjoy this video. I hope you think it is a well-made video, and if you did enjoy, I would greatly appreciate a like rating down below. Subscribe to my channel for tons more Pixel Gun 3D content coming out very soon, and with that being said, let's jump back to the olden days of Pixel Gun 3D. So let's begin all the way back, I'd say around late 2013, maybe early 2014. Let's talk about Pixel Gun 3D Pro. Now when I say that, you might think I'm talking about a pro Pixel Gun 3D player, but no! We're not. We're not talking about a player that's very good at the game. We're actually talking about the pro version of the Pixel Gun 3D app. I'm sure you've seen this in the past with other apps, where if you pay a little bit more, you get more features, and that's actually what Pixel Gun 3D had for a brief period of time. You actually spent a little money to buy the Pixel Gun 3D Pro app, and once you got it, you got a little head start. You got some coins, maybe some weapons, and it just jump-started you ahead of some of the other players who got the free version of Pixel Gun 3D. Unfortunately, it no longer exists, though you can download it if you download an app called Aptoid on your Android device. You might want to check it out. It's pretty cool, and if you want me to make a tutorial on how you can get that, comment down below, and I might do that in the very near future. Moving on though, let's actually talk about how unpaid to win Pixel Gun 3D was a long time ago. Unpaid to win is not a word, by the way, I just made it because this game was actually probably one of the least paid to win games in 2013-2014. For pretty much the first year of Pixel Gun 3D's existence, you could actually get every single weapon in about, I'd say, 1, 2, 3 hours of gameplay. That's about it. Back in the olden days of Pixel Gun 3D, if you were to jump into survival mode, it had a different mechanism than it does now. Now, if you were to jump into survival mode, there's a cap to how much coins you can actually get each level you complete. Back then though, it wasn't like that. It was an exponential rise in the coins that you received, and after only about an hour of gameplay, you would get thousands and thousands of coins. One of my first successful videos that I did all the way back in 2014 talked about how you can get so many coins in survival mode, and if you want to see a blast from the past, you might want to check that video out. I'll link it down below in the description. Moving on though, you might have at least one time since you've played Pixel Gun 3D wondered, why is this game so similar to Minecraft? I mean, literally, it is Minecraft with guns. You just don't have the building aspect to it. All of the characters are blocky, just like Minecraft characters, and Mojang actually knew about that, okay? They weren't completely blind when Pixel Gun 3D first came out. Pixel Gun 3D first came out with Minecraft style in its title, and that caused some problems. Mojang actually sued the Pixel Gun 3D creators, and that made them actually take down their entire app. Then, after a few months after that lawsuit was settled, Pixel Gun 3D was re-released. That's when it got its multiplayer, and it was rebranded to not have Minecraft style in its name. Pretty interesting. However, let's continue on. And we gotta talk about how Pixel Gun 3D is not the only game that its developers have created. There are quite a lot, as a matter of fact, and some of those games are Block City Wars, which actually was originally created by the same developers as Pixel Gun 3D. They even created a sticker app, which nowadays, if you were to send a sticker via iMessage, yes, it would actually still be there, but it was an entirely separate app back in the day. There's an app called Modern Strike Mobile, which, I mean, you can see from here has a bit of a old style to it, and you might not be willing to play something with that type of graphic. And then lastly, you have a game called Two Guns. That's it. Two Guns. I guess in the olden days, they wanted to branch out, and they thought maybe Pixel Gun 3D was going to die in 2014, 2015, so they wanted to create a bunch of different games, so when one died, they could keep continuing on with another one that was more successful. But that was never the case, and all of the other games were pretty much abandoned, aside from Block City Wars, which now has a different developer, but the other games you can still play if you were to download them from the Google Play Store. And oh my god, this is something you probably will know if you have been a long-time subscriber to my channel. Back in the olden days of Pixel Gun 3D in 2014 and 2015, when the jetpack was first released, that completely broke the game. Okay, we talk about how jetpacks and people using area damage snipers nowadays break the game. Well, it was like 10 times worse back in 2014, but I would go as far to say that it's actually worse for a good reason. It was really, really fun. You could break maps because there was an invisible wall at the end of every map, but once you use your jetpack and you flew high enough, you just went right over the invisible wall, and you could go outside the map to the far reaches of maps like Heaven Garden, Sky Islands, and so much more. It was a really, really cool glitch, I guess you could say, with the jetpack, and I really wish something like that still existed. Nowadays, all the maps are patched, so yeah, that was how glitchy the old Pixel Gun 3D was. Halfway through the video, let's talk about something that is probably one of the most well-known things on this list, but a lot of the newer players won't know about. There were multiple removed weapons from Pixel Gun 3D that you cannot use at all. There are many weapons that have been removed from the shop, other weapons from battle passes you can no longer get, but people who did get them in the past can still use them. You can take example of something like the Mega Destroyer. Can't buy that now, but you can still use it if you got it a long time ago. However, there are weapons like the OX Bad Code, the Judge, and the Smart Bullet Bazooka that no longer exist. The Judge was a homing missile weapon, and when you fired that weapon, you could actually control the rocket, and then it was generally a one-shot kill once it hit the enemy player. Smart Bullet Bazooka was like a 3 to 4 shot, but it had homing missiles, so you just had to fire the button, and then those rockets would all control and heat seek on the enemy player, destroying them instantaneously. Ridiculous weapons, and yes, they probably needed to be removed from Pixel Gun 3D, but if you're a newer Pixel Gun 3D player, you might never have known those ever existed. Now, here's something that's pretty insane, and I still cannot believe this ever was found in Pixel Gun 3D. The most broken glitch in the entire game is basically an entire Easter egg outside of one of the maps. A long time ago, there was a way you could glitch outside of Slender Forest. Back, I believe it was like around version 7.1.0. It was a ridiculously difficult glitch to complete, where you had to jump through invisible walls, jump over death barriers, and you have to do a very specific series of movements in order to not die. But eventually, once you go far, far outside the map, you'll find a secret helicopter that crashed, and no one is supposed to actually get to it in the normal version of Slender Forest. To this day, we still don't know what this actually is. Is it the beginnings of a new map that was never created, or is it just something aesthetic in the far reaches of Slender Forest? We may never know. Alright, so for the new Pixel Gun 3D players, here's something that you might have not known about. A lot of my videos where I show how to download Pixel Gun 3D on a computer do pretty well, and a lot of people always want to know, oh, can I download Pixel Gun 3D on a laptop? Nowadays, you have to download an emulator, and you're basically playing against Android users on a computer, and that's not that great, okay? It's not optimized to the best that it could be, and there actually was a way a long time ago that was far superior. Pixelgun 3D developers were actually planning on releasing an entirely new game, and that game was Pixelgun World. They actually had beta testing, and I made a couple of videos on that game back in 2016. I personally would go as far to say that it was far better than Pixelgun 3D. It felt so right when you played it, and it just felt like the next generation to Pixelgun 3D. But alas, it never went past beta stage, and in late 2016, it was removed, the servers were taken away, and you could never play that game again. RIP Pixelgun World. Can we get an F in the chat, guys? Second to last, we gotta talk about something that Pixelgun 3D probably doesn't want me to talk about, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Pixelgun 3D does not have all original ideas, and I'm sure many of you guys realize that, but if you're completely oblivious, let me explain. Pixelgun 3D has taken ideas and taken inspiration from a whole host of different games. We're talking games like CSGO. We're talking games like Star Wars Battlefront. Games like Call of Duty. Even games like Five Nights at Freddy's. And that's just the video game side. Pixelgun 3D has also taken many ideas from many different TV shows, movies, and it's just crazy the list of different things that they have borrowed from other creations. I'm pretty sure Pixelgun 3D could be in pretty hot water if the owners of that intellectual property ever decide to pursue Pixelgun 3D, but for many years now, it's obviously not proven to be of any worry to Pixelgun, and I would assume they're probably not going to stop anytime soon. And lastly, if you stayed until the end, here is a treat, and I can guarantee no one knows about this because I still have only seen this one time in the game, ever. Back a long time ago in 2017 when I was making that Secrets Out of Slender Forest map video, when I downloaded the older version of Pixelgun 3D, I believe it was 7.1.0 or 7.1.4, one of those different versions. When I opened up the game and I went into Slender Forest, I found a weapon that I have never seen since. I have tried so hard to find it and make a video on it over the past many months since that last video, and to no avail, but I can describe it to the best of my ability and try to explain to you guys what I saw. Imagine the dual machine guns, the classic dual machine guns. Then take away one of them, so they're no longer dual-wielded weapons, it's just one single machine gun. Then warp the dimensions of the weapon so it looks more like an elongated, thinner type of rifle, but with the same design as the original dual machine guns. And then lastly, take the name of the weapon, which is an entirely different name, which I have never seen since. That is basically what that weapon was, and it was basically a secret, I would say, beta weapon that came in that update that I probably was never supposed to see. It might have been the origin to the dual machine guns, and I might have been the only person to have ever seen that. If anybody else has ever seen that single dual machine gun in their loadouts in an old version of Pixelgun 3D, please let me know in the comments. I really want to know the name of the weapon, but there is some secret dual machine gun weapon out there, and I am determined to find it. Until then, though, that was 10 things you might have not known about Pixelgun 3D. Which of these things did you know already, and which of these things did you not know? How many things did you learn new from this video? I at least hope it was a couple of things, and I can guarantee the very final thing that I mentioned is something no one has known about in Pixelgun 3D. Is there anything else that I missed, or is there any other weird glitch or something that you have seen that you think no one else has ever seen before? Let me know down below in the comments, and I might heart the best comments because, hey, I want people to know more about this game. If you stayed until the end, though, I would greatly appreciate a like rating on this video. Subscribe to my channel for tons more Pixelgun 3D content coming out very soon. And with that being said, we're out of time. I'll see you all later.